In your time in the game, obviously you have seen a lot. Have you ever seen something like that where it feels like the entire game stops? And then how do you respond in those moments?
Well, I've been on the ice when bad injuries have occurred, and it is a silence deafening. I don't know I can't remember what it would be like with no fans in the building. But the thing that got me, I mean, when it first happened, I said, "Oh, John's hurt," and but when he tried to get up and then he looked and he went back and his body was concocted in a different way. That's when, like, I mean,
Yeah.
the hair on my arms and neck started to stand up. I'm going, oh my God, he's really hurt. And I felt for him, and I could feel for Corey Perry because he's a caring guy, and I know he steps over the line to as sometimes as a rat or anything, but to me that was, and I know I've coached him for 4.5 years. That was totally accidental. There was no way Corey ever meant to hit him in the head with his knee.
And it's funny because we've done things on the code on this show. Kevin Bieksa came on a couple of weeks ago after the Edler Simmons fight and gave a wonderful explanation of the code. I've sat at the foot of my dad's couch while he's told me and tried to teach me about what it is and how players are trying to hold each other accountable. How did you feel when you saw the fight between Perry and Foligno? And as a coach, would you maybe have kept Perry off the ice after that first shift?
Absolutely, I would have kept Perry off the ice. I mean, you're sort of just begging them to put somebody on at that point. But I didn't like the fight myself because then my first thoughts were, what's next? If you take a shot from the point and you hit a guy in the face accidentally, does that mean you have to fight the guy for taking a high shot? Like, I mean, I didn't think it had anything. Everybody not only in the building, but that was watching it knew that it wasn't Tom Wilson hitting him in the head. Then all of a sudden you would have said, okay, like, I mean, did he mean it? We got to go after him. But and I didn't think it had anything to do with the game in that sense that even if, Nick is a really good fighter and I thought he gave it to Corey pretty well, I don't think it affected either team emotionally, like to make them better or worse because they just continued to play after that. It wasn't like one team had an extra boost against the other team, I thought.
Yeah, I would agree with that. It almost felt like everyone kind of swallowed really hard, and there was a lump in everyone's throat, and they tried to. How do you block out a situation like that and then continue on? Even for the Leafs today at practice, every question they're talking about their captain who was in hospital all night.
Well, I'm willing to bet that after the period, there was in the room there was an update on John's condition and they said he was going to be okay and everything, and let's play for him. And so they would have continued to play for him. I mean, when he gave the thumbs up, and you could see a couple times it looked to me like he tried to get up, but the trainers wouldn't let him. They're saying, stay down, stay down. But he wanted to fight and get up, or not fight, but he wanted to get up and go to the bench on his own. But I think they would have let the players know in between periods how he was, and I think that would have sort of curbed it. Let's go win for him. And I mean, everybody on the ice from Corey to Price to Weber came over and made sure he was okay. So I'm glad he's okay. I mean, I don't know how bad the concussion is. I know he's not playing tomorrow or probably the next game, but hopefully he'll be all right very soon.